like the girl them we at. We love the girl them we at. Say me love that. Cause we like the girl them we at. We love the girl them we at inna the drop top. We love the girl them we at. Bring them non-stop. We like the girl them we at. We love the. All right, just feels like 2 degrees out there, but this is Summer Hot. That's what you're listening to by Shawn Paul, and Shawn Paul is hitting the roads across the country after a scorching hot summer, culminating with his show in Peterborough coming up this month on November 25th. Welcome the ambassador of dancehall music, Shawn Paul, back on CP24 Breakfast. How are you, Shawn? Good to chat.
What's up, bro? Yes, man. Good to see you, man.
Indeed. Okay, so you're comfortably in Jamaica right now, where you're staying nice and toasty warm, which is great stuff. But you just couldn't stay away from Ontario. I mean, you have so many fans here over your couple of decades of making just great club hit music. What can fans in Peterborough expect in the 25th, in a couple of weeks' time?
You know, my second home is Canada, bro. So, you know, I'm just coming home to dust off the mat and, you know, make some coffee for everybody, get them warm, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, we could do with coffee on this show, that's for sure.
Straight.
So listen, when you talk about that, you know, you've got this span of hits. I mean, Temperature, Get Busy, Give Me the Light. I mean, there are so many Shawn Paul hits. As soon as I mentioned to some people this morning that you were coming on the show, they almost fainted. They were just so excited to see you, that you were going to be here. They were really hoping to see you in person. But what's it like, you know, when you put together a set list for a show coming up? I mean, do you just go for the greatest hits, or do you like to sort of mix it up a little?
Well, that's funny. When I pass myself in the bathroom in the morning, I see myself and I almost faint too, man.
Nice. Yeah.
That's a problem. But yeah. When I'm setting up for a show, man, it's just fun, you know. I mean, me and the band, we get to do what we love and do it for people who appreciate it. So we're thankful for the fans, and we're just coming through to Peterborough to just do our thing. You know what I mean? Turn it up. As we said, it's going to be like a week or like probably 2 weeks in Canada, and we just intend to make the place a little bit warmer. Yeah,
I mean, that's it. You're definitely going to bring the heat and bring the vibes, that's for sure. I know you're playing in Peterborough, but I know you have a strong connection to Toronto, of course. How would you have described, like, kind of your relationship to Toronto? Like, I know you've shot videos here, etc.
Yeah, for sure. I've shot many videos. I have many friends, but I also have family. My grandfather moved from Jamaica in '76. So by about 78, I was there and just checking them out in summers. So I would say every summer for quite a few years, I came to Canada. So I got a little view of what, you know, abroad was like. And so for me, Canada is my first look at an international type of thing, you know what I mean? Being outside of Jamaica.
Yeah.
So as I said, my second home, man.
Well, you're welcome here anytime and all the time, especially for all of your fans, indeed. I mean, 20 years since Duddy Rock, your breakthrough. When you wrote that, were you aware of what you were on the cusp of? Did you realize this was going to make you the celebrity, the sensation you are right now?
Oh, man, nah, you know, I'm just doing what I love, and I wanted people at home to be like, yo, bow, that sound good. You know what I mean? And so that is spread so far and wide. I mean, my voice has been some places before me, and then carried me there. You know, it's been an awesome run, and I just gotta say big up to the fans and give thanks to God every day for such a great vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you put out the great vibes. There's no doubt about that, Shawn Paul. And I want to ask, you know, you've done so much solo work, but recently you've done a lot of, you know, collabs, etc. I'm thinking of No Lie with Dua Lipa. Of course, your hit with Sia as well. Like, are you enjoying that when you're collaborating more than perhaps just working on your own?
It's the same for me. I mean, you know what I mean? When you collaborate, you learn things from people, man. Even if it's to learn what's hot, where they're from, or in the streets now, that's awesome for me to do, you know? So more and more I rely on those collabs to kind of see what's up in different territories and what's hot in the street. And as I said, you know, you grow from it. So yeah, good stuff.
Absolutely. Okay, do you have anyone else sort of lined up or on your sort of collaboration radar, or that you'd like to, like, I want to write a hit, I want to make a song with this person? Anybody?
You know, I always say Alicia Keys. She's the, you know, one of the most talented people I see. Really feel her soul when she sings, but also it's the age of AI. So, you know, I could reach for people who are unfortunately no longer here with us and see what comes of that. You know, it would be awesome to do work with some of the greats, people that I look up to. So we'll see. You know?
Super tight on time, Shawn Paul, but you just mentioned AI. You know, we just got that new Beatles single about 11 days ago, Now and Then. Is that
Yeah.
kind of what, like, you could see the potential in AI based on just how good that song sounds?
For sure. Like I've been using in the past 2 videos I did. We used AI to kind of like put in a few extra scenes, a little bit of coloring and lighting that we, thought was necessary to kind of spice the video up. So it works for the video, and I've heard many songs right now. Like, I've been listening to Little John and Frank Sinatra sing "Windows to the Wall." So it's kind of funny. A lot of people find it, horrifying, but to me, it's just like back in the day when Napster started. I mean, it's here, and you just have to learn how to utilize it as well.
Yeah,
I still like doing my own music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never used it to make music, but in the future, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, there's an upside potential indeed. Okay, listen, Shawn Paul, great to talk to you this morning. Have a great show in Peterborough in a couple of weeks' time, and hopefully we'll get you back in studio. Good luck and take care.
Appreciate it.
Leave it to Shaggy to give us another club banger. We are gearing up for the Grey Cup this weekend, and Shaggy is set to join the festivities as the main performer at the CFL Awards Thursday night. It all goes down at OLG Stage in Niagara Falls, and to share a little bit about his performance is Shaggy himself. I am really sad you're not here in person. I've gotten used to talking to you in person because you're so much fun, but listen, Shaggy, welcome back to the city. You are set to hit the stage for a really big event. First of all, how excited are you to be back in Canada? Because I know you have a special place for Canada.
I do. I've been coming here to Canada for a long, long time. I have some amazing fans, and every time I come through, it's always a ball. We did a couple of shows earlier in the year, throughout the summer. It was lovely.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to Niagara Falls this time, man. It's going to be great.
I mean, it's not like your island vibes, you know. You might have to bundle up a little bit.
I might have to bundle up. Yeah.
But you've been here in the winter, too. You know exactly. But listen, I feel like anytime you show up, the actual party starts. I've seen you perform live, I think, at least 3 times. I don't know where you still get this energy from, but you're unstoppable. We were just talking about this before the break. Like, what keeps you so motivated and your energy level so high? It's like you have not changed from like 20 years ago.
Oh, thank you very much. I really love what I do. I really enjoy music, and the thing I enjoy the best about music is bringing joy.
Yeah.
I like to see smiles on people's faces. I like to know that I can affect their mood in a positive way. And I make feel-good music, and I continue to do that.
Listen, I can attest to this. You do more than just bring smiles to people's faces, because you make people's hips move in ways they did not realize they could move. I was like, where's the Shakira coming out of me right now? This is amazing. Yeah. But listen, your new song as well, When She's Around, that is something that you want to vibe to as well. I love the collaboration with Bruce Melody here. How did that all come together? And how do you keep putting out these amazing songs that make people want to dance?
Well, you know what? I always pick songs due to just based on my ear. And I've been doing this for a very long time, and I know just from an ear the type of song that is going to really resonate with me and move me. And I know it will move people too. You know, Bruce Melody is, he just won #1 breakout artist in Rwanda. And the minute I heard this song with these sax playing, it was just so infectious, and I started to smile, and they asked me to jump on it. I'm saying, yes, I'm down. It's great.
It is such a vibe. And even on top of that, I love that we also are getting bombastic radio. Can you tell us a little bit about this? I was like, how is this just happening now? Because I feel like I need to know what Shaggy's been listening to. So tell us about this, your own channel now.
Well, you know what? It's just another platform for my culture. You know, my culture has been responsible for a lot of other cultures. You look at hip hop as celebrating 50 years. It is also a genre that created over 7 billionaires and happened through Cool Herc coming in and literally introducing that art form to the Bronx. Take for instance a genre like reggaeton comes from dancehall, and so I think it needs to have such a platform for reggae and dancehall. And of course, the good guys over there at SiriusXM agreed with me, and we decided to curate a channel.
This is probably the most brilliant idea because I feel like I have so many playlists that have your songs on them. And now I can just go to this channel and listen to everything that you're listening to. And when I know that you bring such great vibes, you know that it's just going to always be a dance party. What are you looking forward to the most on Thursday when you do take the stage here in Toronto?
First of all, I'm just looking forward to just being in front of the fans, and really just kind of affecting their mood and bringing a big energy to what's already a positive vibe, And I'm going to be there with the band. We're actually going to be rehearsing today here in Miami and then head over. So I'm really, really excited and looking forward to it. And it's always good to be in Niagara
Well, we're really excited to have you. Shaggy, I'm going to put you a little on the spot. I don't know if you warmed up at all or anything, but it is my birthday today. So I was hoping that you could sing a little, dance hall vibe birthday to me. I've never had anyone sing happy birthday to me.
Well, let them know say your birthday, Sonia. You know, say that you have to roll it up on ya. This all over tell you it's your birthday. So go shorty, yes it is your birthday. Oh Sonia, you know that is your birthday. You know you Canada one that is just your birthday. And we're saying, it's your birthday.
Oh my God. See, this is why I wish you were here in person. I wish you were here in person because that would have turned into a dance party. Maybe
party.
Too
there
early. It is a morning show. But Shaggy, that was so special. Thank you so much for making my birthday so special.
Always great, man.
That was like
and
the best birthday song ever. Thank you. And please enjoy your performance. We're looking forward to having you again. Thanks again.
I'm looking forward. Thanks for having me, Sonia.
You know the voice. It sounds sweet as butter, smooth as butter, half empty. Julie Black, a song that came out just last year. And Julie is one of several Canadian artists that'll reimagine the music of Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles at the Hybrid Rock and Musical Theatre concert this week. And for more on the Uncovered event, we're joined live this morning here in studio by Julie Black. Good morning.
Good morning. Listen, butter could be sweet too. It depends on what type of butter you're eating.
I don't like my butter salty. I like it a little smooth.
Smooth and sweet.
Speaking of smooth and sweet, you're celebrating a belated birthday, so happy birthday.
Thank you very much. And listen, it's the birth month because this is my thing.
Okay.
The baby didn't come home first day. Okay? People didn't just come visit the baby and all that.
Well, you got to treat the queen like a queen.
Right. So it's the birth month. Let's go. 8th to the 8th, I take electronic money transfer.
We're just talking about the lottery there. She takes lotto tickets to his birthday gifts. Listen, you're taking the stage as well as part of your birthday month.
Yes.
To be part of Uncovered. Tell me about paying homage to these two crazy classic rock bands.
Oh my goodness, that Stevie Nicks, boy, she was singing some songs. It's amazing, and I realized that growing up Canadian, I know all these songs, especially being Canadian. And though they're American artists, I say that to say we're such a country where it doesn't matter your ethnicity, your culture. We're hearing these songs and singing these songs. So for me to be able to be a part of such an amazing experience, it's experiential. When you hear these songs and you hear these voices, and a new music director, Kevin Wong, he took it all the way to the heavens. So I'm so excited.
And so you're performing every night between last night to the 17th, a few more shows to go. Tell me about the process for you as an artist, because as an artist, I know you kind of consume these songs like this classic Hotel California, and then you've got to put the Julie Black twist on that. What's that process like for you?
So it's the process, especially this time around, being that it was my birthday and I was in Mexico.
After a couple daiquiris.
Right, I was really, it let me realize that it was important for me to respect the music, respect the storytelling, do the work. And until I was able to like sit in it and say, what were these, what does, Edge of 17 mean? What does it mean to me? you know, it sat in yesterday, and I was like, wow, I'm really telling this story, and the audience just loved it, and so the process is to respect the music, and don't think that I could jewelify everything until I actually know it.
Is there any song specifically that's really been resonating with you as you're standing up on that stage, sharing it with the crowd, that's making you feel something too?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Edge of 17 is a 7-minute song. Never in my life. I felt like Prince on this. I'm like, is the song still going? To really think about this, how we've imagined it anyway, reimagined it, it's really about this love story of this older woman dating this younger man, and he's battling with mental health, and you know what happens in the end. And so to really hold space for somebody in my spirit and in the work that I do in real life, it's like it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to sit in the mud and just be there, right? So it's personal for me in that way.
Absolutely, you've got to, I guess, sift through the mud slowly but surely, and it's not an easy process.
That's right.
When you talk about 7 minutes, and I know you like to jewelify songs, I know how you sing up here all the time at 100. I mean, you've got to pace yourself
100%
through that as well. What about different genres? Because you traditionally are an R&B singer, but now you're doing some classic rock as well. What's that experience of changing genres up been like for you?
To me, it's my lived experience, and that's why I love being a part of Uncovered, because we're able to educate, to elevate. We're able to let people know that, you know what, Julie is known as an R&B singer. She's a black person. It doesn't mean that's what I'm reduced to, so to speak, right? So it's nice to use my voice and bend it, and to actually hear myself do things that I do at home. Right, so my other friends that are American and in the music business especially, when they hear me sing, you know, Heart of the Matter, it's like, oh wow, forgiveness. It's really about forgiveness, and we just go through these songs and listen to the lyrics. The oldies are it's basically art imitating life, right? These times are so uncertain. There's a yearning undefined, and people filled with rage. Look what's going on in the world. We all need a little tenderness. If we listen to those words. Right?
I love that you find these messages in the music as well, Julie. I want to ask you, and we've only got about 30 seconds left, the Legacy Awards. You got the Icon Award. It's been a really big, special year for you. What was that moment like to be able to accept that?
That was for every little boy and girl from Jane and Finch or marginalized communities to know that, you know, if Julie can do it, so can I. It was for every immigrant and every child of immigrant parents, and for every person that stood in the gap, born and raised Canadian. It's for us. You know, so yeah, it felt really good, and icons do come from Jane and Finch.
And if you can see it, you can be it.
If you can see it, you can be it.
Those little boys and girls can be Julie Black too,
That's
right?
Well, you know, at least be inspired by. They're the best them. I often tell them, like, you don't need to be me. You be the best you, and you can be inspired by me.
Period. Julie Black, thanks so much for being here. You can see her up until November 17th on Uncovered's event, paying homage to Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles. Let's take some Julie Black, though, as we go to break here at CP24 Breakfast. Here's Half Empty.
As climate conscious as possible because both of us care. When booking hotel through Google,
We've become pretty eco-conscious in our everyday lives. Eco-friendly traveling, it's starting to pick up some more steam.
So joining us live now this morning for a look at what's fueling this trend is Puja Verma, host of YouTube channel Peek a Poo. I love the name of your channel because it's got part of your name in it.
Yes.
Puja, thanks for joining us. So
Thanks
maybe
for having me.
You can talk about why eco-travel became important to you and why people are picking up on this trend, why they should care.
Well, caring about the environment, I think we should all do our part because every little action counts, right? And it doesn't have to be complicated because there are many little things that we can do that can help make a big impact on the environment. So recently, I partnered with Google to showcase some of the tools that Google offers that help people be more eco-conscious. So with the holidays coming, I'm sure many people are planning their trips, and one can always use, Google search to help eco-certified options. So like I said, I recently did a staycation with my partner here in downtown Toronto. And whenever we are in the city, we always make sure to use bikes to get around. because I feel it's not the most fun way to explore the city, but also reduces the carbon emissions from our personal cars, right? And we all think that, yeah, these are just small little things, but collectively, they really make a big impact on the environment.
So, Puja, how much planning or sort of rethinking the way you plan a trip goes into eco-travel, right? Because you just mentioned it, you can take a bike rather than a bus or a cab, et cetera, to get around, or a car, of course. But what sort of adjustment do people's mindset need to be when they're planning their trips ahead of time?
Absolutely. So recently I just came back from Tulum. So the first thing that we all look at is booking flights, right?
Yep.
So like, for example, when booking flight, you can always use Google Flights to compare carbon emissions for your trip. And even after that, when you're booking hotels, you can filter for eco-certified options. That's what I did. I scored a beautiful property in Tulum. So when you see that green leaf next to the hotel's name, that means the hotel is eco-certified. And when you click on that leaf, you can learn more about hotel sustainable practices. And even when you're staying in the city or going away, Google Maps can help you find fuel-efficient routes that not only saves you gas, but also reduces your carbon footprint. So these are just small ways that I make sure to look at whenever I'm traveling in and around the city or outside of Canada as well.
Yeah, okay. And very quickly, you can look at Green Key or Earth Check, but I just want to dispel the misconception. When you say, let's eat organic and be healthy, sometimes people say, okay, it's a little more expensive.
Yeah.
Is traveling the eco-friendly way more expensive? Yes or no?
Not at all.
Okay.
I haven't seen any difference in choosing any eco-friendly hotel because, like I told you, we recently did a staycation, and choosing the eco-friendly route actually made me score a sweet deal.
Okay.
So yeah, sometimes it's just a misconception where people think, yeah, when you choose the eco-friendly route, it's just going to take longer, or if you choose an eco-friendly hotel, it's just going to be expensive. But it's not the case at all.
Like you said, we can all do our small part, just like recycling.
All right, Puja, thanks for joining us this morning here. Do appreciate this. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Happy traveling indeed.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with more CP24 Breakfast coming up right after
Thank
this.
you.
I used to love this town. Until what happened that night. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I'm tired.
And that's about all we can show you of Thanksgiving, which is the brainchild of filmmaker Eli Roth, where the town of Plymouth, Massachusetts gets terrorized.
It all starts after a Black Friday shopping frenzy ends up in a tragedy. So joining us live now to talk more about this film is one of the stars and hometown Canadian actor, Toronto actor, Jenna Warren. Jenna, thanks so much for joining us. Now, a lot of people or your fans will know you from your voice work with My Little Ponies and also Thomas and Friends. So how did you go from, doing these kind of pure G-rated kind of movies and shows to something that Eli Roth produced and made? I mean, he's the guy who brought us Hostel and Cabin Fever, and this movie, Thanksgiving, no one gets spared.
Yeah, no, not at all. That's the cool thing about this job is that you get to fluctuate through so many different genres. And I met Eli last October. We worked on one of his VR shorts called Trick VR Treat. And then, I got the audition earlier this year to be in Thanksgiving, and I could not turn down the opportunity to work with him again. And I was so excited and I read for it, and, just kind of happened.
Yeah, I can only imagine the contrast, for what Jen just mentioned there, Jenna, about, going from My Little Pony to horror and a gory flick like this. What's it like making a movie like that on set? Like, as much as the theme and the genre is so horrifying and terrifying, what's it actually like on set, sort of playing this all out, as it were?
It's so much fun. The cast is incredible, and we became really close really quickly. So it honestly just felt like hanging out with my friends every day. There was cameras, someone was dying in the corner.
That's what it's like hanging out with your friends, okay?
Yeah, just every friend group does that. No, it was so much fun. Yeah. It's weird because you wouldn't think that, but no, so much fun.
Yeah, and speaking of, the people that you got close with on the show, I'm very curious if one of them was Patrick Dempsey, McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy, who of course plays, the town sheriff or cop in this show. What was it like working alongside him, and is he really McDreamy? He was just named People's Sexiest Man Alive.
Oh, Patrick Dempsey. Oh, no, he's wonderful, truly like a class act. He was so kind to us, introduced himself to all of us, and we're like, yeah, we know who you are. But Yeah, he was so great to work with, and it's an honor to be able to work with someone who's had such an amazing career and who was so invested in getting to know us and working together on this project. It was very collaborative.
And some people, Jenna, may not know that this movie was actually just based on the idea from a mock trailer in the 2007 film Grindhouse, that Tarantino flick. So Eli Roth managed to take a 2-minute pretend slasher flick and turn it into a movie. Did that feel like a risk doing something like that, or did Roth's track record sort of say to you, you know what, I think this is going to be good?
I trusted him 100%. This idea came to him and his best friend Jeff when they were 12 years old. Wow. And so they have put their everything into it. And it's taken so long to make. And I just was so excited that I could be a part of that like cathartic moment for them. No, Eli knows exactly what he's doing. And that's why I was so excited, because he has such a clear vision. And that's always so fun with a director when they know exactly what they want.
And there seems to be so much social commentary behind all the gore and violence, which some people, of course, love. And, the theme of Thanksgiving as itself. There's a lot to unwrap there. Jenna Warren, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck with the rest of your career. I'm sure we're going to be seeing you in so much more, but congrats on the film. Can't wait to see Thanksgiving.